Quick disclaimer before the video starts, I am not that good at Twitch, you guys will clearly see that, but this strategy is so insanely good that it still works very, very well. So yeah, I just wanted to put that at the beginning of the video. Enjoy. Alright, what is up guys? Professor Akali here, bringing you a new video on one of, if not the most OP, most beautiful boosting strategies I am ever going to show you guys. You may think, well, he's BSing. There's no way. Just watch the video, just watch. So basically, for the strategy, it starts off as, you know, your normal jungle Twitch cheese. You get red buff no matter which side you're on, and then you go ahead and gank whichever lane you're there. But there's more. You go for the gank, and hoping that you get the kill. If you don't get the kill, honestly, the strategy doesn't work, but usually, because you're jungle Twitch, this is going to work almost every time until about mid-plat. I can guarantee it. It might even work, honestly, I've been cheesed in high elo by Twitch jungle, so it'll work a lot of the time. But yeah, once you get that first kill, you basically just go and pretend like you're leaving the lane, but you don't actually leave the lane. You cut through, you use your invisibility to go behind the turret, and then you wait in the brush, and about the time where you get into that brush is about the time where the enemy shows up, or right as your stealth disappears. That's the time where they show up. You want to wait until they're a little bit in the middle of where your brush is, they're right next to you, and then you start attacking them so they don't have a choice whether they want to run up or down to their top second turret or their outer turrets. It doesn't matter because they're going to be so far away. You have pressed the attack, you're level 2 Twitch, which is one of the strongest champions, which honestly is kind of ironic because you're so good levels 1, 2, 3, and then you're like the most OP champion late game. So it's very interesting how he gets those early and late power spikes. But yeah, that is pretty much the beginning of it. You go for that second gank, you kill them. So many different things can happen where your bot lane helps you, they don't help you, their bot lane shows up and you kill them after you kill the first person. Dude, it turned into a fiesta so quickly, I can't even explain to you guys. I've been playing this all day and I have been having so much fun. And just a little disclaimer, Twitch is not as easy as he seems. I mean, at least for me, I was struggling with him for the first few games, and then once I got the hang of it, all I know is that it was very easy to start raking in the kills like very, very quickly. So yeah guys, that is pretty much the essence of how you do this strategy. There is a lot more to it, lots of little small things you can do, and obviously you're going to learn how to play Twitch jungle really quickly doing this, which isn't that bad actually. All you have to do is kite, but I want to give credit to King6 and show some of his video, because he is how I found out about this strategy. I saw his video and I was absolutely mind blown. So yeah, we're going to play some of his video right now, and you guys can see from one of the best Twitchers in the world's perspective, is he came up with it.
Alright, so let me show you guys the cheese. So first off, always start on your red buff. Even if you're Evelyn, Echo, red buff is the only good buff in League of Legends. It gives you burn, it gives you slow, it gives you damage, and it gives you quite a bit of health regen. Blue buff only gives you mana regen and 10% CDR. Red buff gives you way fucking more, especially in the early game. And if you're a ranged champ especially. So let me show you this. I'll speed it up. Now, whenever you're gonna do a cheese gank as a level 2 red buff jungler, you always want your bot lane to be leading the way, because there's 3 possibilities. Possibility number 1, the enemy bot lane is just gonna run straight down the lane, so if you're in front of them, it can make things awkward. It's usually better to come in after. Option number 2, this is warded, and in that case you actually need to go invisible before you hit the bush, but that's kind of rare. And then option number 3, which is pretty much 30% of the time, they'll already be waiting in the bush. So if you're leading, then they're immediately gonna run, because like, shit, we don't want to do 3v2. So just in case they're actually in the bush, mainly you want to be a little bit behind your teammates, that way a fight actually happens before they see you. So in this case, look, I let them walk in front of me a little bit, now I'm going to follow up, and sure enough, these two are sitting here waiting. Now this is actually pretty rare with the Lee Sin, because he usually gets a leash from his bot lane, but Aatrox can give a pretty good leash. So now check this out. So at this point they should probably see me. I'm not sure if they can. I think they can, because Sona's still technically in the bush. So they did see me, they're trying to run. I'm just gonna flash, stick on her. I'm gonna try not to use my E. I'm gonna go invisible, and I do have water walking, so I can stick on her pretty well. And she didn't actually use her flash, but I'm gonna get off as much damage as I can here. So I get off 3 autos, E, and now we're going to do the blue buff since we're already over here. Luckily, my bot lane helps me, so it's a lot easier. Now, at this point, I know Sona's probably around this area, and since I'm already over here, I want to try to get this as fast as possible. I don't want to just wait, because if I'm waiting, that's wasting gold and time. So I'm going to get this fast as possible. I go invisible because I figure she's going to be here by now since we already killed her. And sure enough, I timed it perfectly. Now, in this case, I could have soloed the... She has no flash. She has very squishy. She's not going to get away, and her 80 carry is actually under turret. So let me show you. So I'm invisible. I come out. You want to start attacking them right before they quite reach the end of the bush, because by the time they react, they'll be at the end, and you need a lot of time to kill them if they run backwards. So this is about when you want to start attacking. Lucky for me, Alistar also stayed and made it really easy, but I promise you guys, I could have done it without him. I didn't need him to help me. That would have been free regardless. Now, at this point, I figure since I showed up here for so long, Lee Sin didn't start bot lane anyways, because I mean, I took his blue and his bot lane was cheesing. So he started on his red, I know that for a fact. And since he's not over here at this point, he's probably taken this whole side of my jungle, which is very common. Whenever the enemy jungler does a cheese, you typically just wipe out their jungle and make them pay. But in this case, it's not going to really pay off. Sona just spawned in. In this case, I could have actually done Gromp. I could have just walked in here, done Gromp, and then done this. That would have been a lot better. But I was being impatient and just went straight for this. I acted like I was running this way and went invisible, so maybe that would throw them off. But I definitely could have come in here, done Gromp, gone invisible, and killed her again. So once again, Sona's obviously going to rush to lane because she's in a hurry. Now she's a little bit skeptical. She doesn't want to run the same path that just got her killed. My Q's back up. So now what I'm going to do, I see she's not walking this way. I linger for a moment. I'm going to go straight for the bush. Because her only options to get the lane are here, and we just watched her go here, or she can run around and go through here, or go through this river. But since my bot lane's pushed, if she went through the river, she would die. So she's only going to come through this way or this way. So check this out. So she comes back, and we're just going to stick on her. She has no flash. This is important since we got them in the cheese. If you've already killed them, 90% of the time they're going to use their flash. So in this case, Sona's dead again. And now Kaisa, she's stranded. She's been 1v2 for a while now. Alistar goes in. Good job, Ali, and we pick up another kill. At this point, the game's over. I have way too much gold. If you're a good Twitch jungler, if you could manage to get this much gold in the early game, look, I have 4 kills, guys. It's 3 minutes in the game. That's more than 1 kill per minute. If you can manage to get this much gold on Twitch jungle or Evelyn, the game's over. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, I can't use this every game. Guess what? League of Legends is dynamic. Of course you can't use this every game. But if you can manage to implement this whenever both the enemy bot laners are squishy, and if you gank bot and get their flash or get a kill, or if they cheese and you kill them here, you can use this strategy and it works the vast majority of the time, and it will put you so far ahead. At this point, the game was no way to be losable.
And there you guys have it from one of the best Twitches in the world himself. This is the best, the most tilting, and the by far greatest way to get fed early game on a champion that is insanely strong late game. Like, for one of the best champions in the game, hands down. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link to King Six's channel in the description. So we'll show a few more attempts. And guys, if you enjoy these types of videos, if you want to see the best strategies in existence, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe so you don't miss any of these future videos. Let's get right into it. Well guys, that was it. That is the most OP strategy and the best way to make anyone rage quit that you play against. This is going to be interesting to see how many Twitch jungles spawn out of this video. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Future boosting strategies coming soon. I already have one really good one in mind, so be sure to turn on the bell notifications if you want to see that. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in a new one. Peace!